right away. So he finally come outside and he like sees somebody fighting, and you know, black instinct, I want to see the fight. He sees me. He like, Jada, what the fuck? So he get over there, he pulled me off of the girl and, you know, drag me down the street. And I had blood all over my shirt, so I took my shirt off. Don't ask me why. I'm just such a weirdo. So I took my shirt off and I'm still angry. It's just Jada, and this is as real as it gets. Today we finna get real. The topic is house arrest. Okay, so I'm going to how do I start this story? Everyone's gonna know who I'm talking about. I really don't care. So in what month was that? Like September, October of 2019, I started talking to this guy. Well, no, let me go back a little bit more. September, October 2019, my best friend took me to his cousin's house and we was all drinking over there. There was a girl at his cousin's house. I didn't know his cousin. I didn't know the girl. But the way they were interacting made it seem like they was friends too. So, all right, cool. We all hanging out. When we leave, the cousin texted my best friend and said, give me her number. And I'm like, you can give me my number. So then me and that guy started talking. And apparently he was talking to that girl that was at his house, but he stopped talking to her to talk to me. She didn't like that. So she, you know, didn't like me. And that relationship only lasted a couple months, or situationship. I wouldn't even say it was a relationship. That situationship only lasted a couple months. Like a week after we stopped dating, he started dating one of my friends. So this was probably in like December that he started dating one of my friends. And I went out with another one of my male friends, and the girl that was at his house followed me and my male friend home. So she knew where my mom lived from following us home. But I called my mom while I was in the car, like, it's this girl, she's following me home. She got hella people in her car. So like, we gonna have to do what it do, you know, mom? Like, my mom she's always gonna be ready. So I told mom, like, you know, get ready. Get the troops, round them up. And that night, a whole bunch of people happened to be at my mom's house. So when I pull up, they're already outside. It's winter time. I think this was the day before Christmas, actually, that she followed me home. So Christmas Eve, she followed me home. I told my mom to give me some pants because I had on a skirt and some heels. Give me some pants and some shoes. So I pulled up first before the girl, of course, and put on the pants on top of my skirt, put on the shoes. And now there's like these long stairs that lead to my mom's house. So I'm standing at the top of the stairs just waiting for her to pull up. So she pulls up. She get out the car. And of course, you guys, we're about to fight. So I'm ready. She gets out the car. She's just yelling and screaming up the stairs. I don't really like to argue, so I don't think I said anything. But I'm just standing at the top of the stairs, you know, waiting for something to happen. Nothing ended up happening that night. But from Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, she continued to like come to my mom's house. Like just drive past or stop and park at the corner or whatever. It was like harassment to my mom. Like she has a camera outside of her house, but she would text me or call me like, Jada, this girl is here. Jada, da, da, da. So New Year's Eve, I'm like, Mom, if I see her, then I'm gonna have to handle the situation the way I know how to handle the situation. So Mom's like, no, Jada, don't do it. Take the high road. There is no high road when you're putting my family at risk. Like, what do my mom have to do with you disliking me over a boy? Weird. So I get all cute. First, I go to a party with my friends, and then someone either Snapchat me or call me or something. And they're like, that girl is at Twerkfest. If y'all know what Twerkfest is, y'all know it be ghetto over there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I hit up the host, and I'm like, I'm finna come get me from the door. So I go, and he comes down to get me. And I'm on stage looking for her. I don't know if you know how Twerkfest is set up. It's like a stage, a bar over here. Then it's like booths over here. Air quote booths over here, and then a middle dance floor section. It's pretty big in there. It's burned down now, but it was pretty big in there. So she's standing, I'm on the stage, she's standing like right there at the foot of the stage, but I'm looking far out to see her, but I see her. So the girls is competing for like $10,000 on stage, twerking their backs out, and I'm on stage just plotting. So, not really plotting, but plotting because I'm looking for her. So, I see her down there and I point at her and I'm like, at the end of this, we're gonna fight. So I didn't realize that she was with a whole bunch of people, but she, tapping everybody's shoulders like, she want to fight me, she want to fight me, she want to fight me. But y'all should already knew that. Like, I really should not have had to say it, but I'm not a person that's going to ambush you with anything. I'm not a bully. I just don't want to fight people that don't want to fight me, or don't want to bully people that I know can't fight me. But yeah. So at the end of the night, I see her leave and I'm like, oh, she thinks she's so slick. I watch what door she go out. So I go out that door. It's like the side door. Like one of the doors lead to the side street and then one leads to Lake Street, that main street. So I go out the Lake Street door where she went, but I wait for the whole venue to clear out. The police is at the corner. So she turns the corner and I guess she's parked on that side street. So I follow her. And I'm like, I'm going to give you an opportunity, put your hair up, take whatever you want to take off. But we about to fight. Don't care who's around. Don't care which one of your family members want to jump in. Don't care what y'all want to do about this. But you and I, we's finna tussle. So I don't remember what she did or what she took off. I still had my heels on. So she, run up and swing. She didn't hit me. It didn't go very well for her. So she runs up and swings on me. And, I beat her up. So while I have her, like, it was snow outside, y'all. Like, this was winter time, January 1st, 2020. So I get her to the ground and I'm like, fighting her. One of her cousins or friends or something pulled my hair. I had like this really, really, really long braided ponytail. She pulled my hair, like pulled my braid, wrap it around her head. One thing, like, I don't really feel pain and I don't really care for hair pulling. Like, pull it. You're gonna have to figure something out to win this fight. So she's pulling my hair, but I'm still beating up the cousin. So this dude, I think, is related to them too. He ends up breaking up the fight. Like, get off her, get off her. At this point, I think her lip or something was busted. Like something on her face was already bleeding. So I was gonna stop there, but then I kept thinking about, like, this is my mom. If y'all know me, y'all know my dad was killed when I was younger. This is my only parent left on earth, and you think I'm gonna play with you about her? You think you're gonna keep on playing with my mom? I will never tolerate it. And if we can go back in time, I would do it exactly the same way that I did it. So I go to the car, take off my heels, put on some shoes that I had in the car, and I go back out. And she's trying to get in the car at this point, but I walk up to the car door and I'm like, I'm not done. Like, me and you, it's videos all over the place, like Roadstar, all types of shit. So I walk up to the car like, I'm not done. You're not done. We are still finna do this. So her friends is like, she's done. Everybody knows me. Like, she's done, Jada. She's done. She's not gonna do it. I don't care what y'all are saying. Like, I don't feel done. So I'm not done. So she wouldn't come from behind the car door. So I swing on her, but somebody like moved her out the way so I didn't hit her. And eventually she wanted to fight again. So she came from around the car door, or either she wanted to fight again or somebody wouldn't let her get in their car because I wanted to fight her. One of the two. So she was out in the open. So I'm like, all right, we're about to fight again. So I let her run up again. She runs up again. This time I think she hit me like in my upper body area. So now it's like, all right, you done activated the beast. I don't really remember what happened after that, y'all, but long story short, her head was busted open. Her jaw was broken. Nose broken. The friend that jumped in the first time, she jumped in again. Her glasses was fucked up. I think her lip was... It was a lot. It was a lot of blood. I had on a white shirt. It was fucked up. But that's... I wish I could see the video that I'm playing in my head of the incident. But yeah, so the dude that I was with, he finally comes outside because he was working the venue or something, so he couldn't come outside right away. So he finally come outside and he like sees somebody fighting, and black instinct, I want to see the fight. He sees me. He like, Jada, what the fuck? So he get over there, he pulled me off of the girl and drag me down the street. And I had blood all over my shirt, so I took my shirt off. Don't ask me why. I'm just such a weirdo. So I took my shirt off and I'm still angry. But he sells clothes, so he had shirts in his car, so he gave me a shirt. Yeah, when I tell you I went to the after party after that, I had a ball. Like, that's what happened. That's why I was on house arrest. That was the situation. It was very, very bad. So the girl went to the hospital that day. I know all of this from the police report. She went to the hospital that day, you know, got stitched up or whatever she had to do, and then went to this police station that day and wrote a statement. So they issued a warrant for me in March or February of 2020. I'm really not a criminal, so like I don't look myself up to see if I have warrants frequently. They don't come to people's houses and tell them they have warrants. They don't send you something in the mail and say you have a warrant. So the rest of 2020, I was damn near on tour. Like, I was doing shoots all out of town. I was doing here, doing there, going here, going there. So I went on, when it all came down to it, the judge told me I took 101 flights, I think. So I found out that I had a warrant February 14th, which was Valentine's Day of 2021. So a whole year after the situation happened is when I found out I had a warrant. At that point, my bail was $100,000. I had like 3-4 charges and had to go turn myself in. So I tell my mom, Mom, I'm scared. What the fuck? Like, what? So she's like, JD, you're just gonna have to turn yourself in. So Valentine's Day was on a Sunday, I do believe. So I turned myself in that Monday. But if you know anything about like jail, which I don't, the day after a holiday is still considered a holiday. So I thought if I turned myself in early Monday morning, you know, I could pay my $10,000 bond and then get out. I had to stay there for a couple of days because Monday is a holiday. So Tuesday is when I had court. They canceled my court because they was trying to find more evidence. So then I had to stay in jail for like a week, I think, or like 5 to 6 days. And that's the 5th day. The judge told me, like, you are a flight risk. You took 101 flights. You was on the run all year, da 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 da. But my lawyer was like, why would she have turned herself in if she was on the run? She was doing so well. Like, y'all never caught her, never knew. I had been pulled over within that year. Not pulled over, but I was in the car with someone that got pulled over. They ran my license because that person didn't have a license and I did. And nothing ever came up that I had a warrant. So how was I ever on the run? So since they considered me to be a flight risk, they put me on house arrest. And I got out of jail like a day after court. And the next day after that, I had a monitor on my ankle. And I felt so, like, at first I'm like, how is this my life? I was sad. I was angry. I was frustrated. But I still wouldn't change what I did. They were like, you don't have to use your hands to, how else would you resolve that situation? What else is going to work? Talking to her? She's mad about something that I can't control. There's no words for that. So, I had a really good lawyer. Shout out him. I forgot what his name was. His last name is Hughes, though, if I'm not mistaken. What the heck? Oh, so about the house arrest stuff. So I had to go to this place in Minneapolis and get the ankle monitor put on me. And then I could be outside for a certain amount of time. Like, I had to be in by 10 p.m. And then on the weekends, I only had 4 hours for those 2 days. And I could get a job and stuff. But if y'all know me, y'all know I don't work. I hate jobs. So I didn't do that. Really, I'm not an outside person, though. So house arrest wasn't that bad. It was just the fact that I had that on my ankle. So when I did go outside, it's like, damn, it's so big. I used to go to Target. Everybody looking at me crazy. Can't really post on social media because I didn't want nobody to know I was on house arrest. But TikTok was like my place. You know, everything's on TikTok. Funny videos, hair tutorials. I was learning a whole bunch of stuff on house arrest. So I started posting on TikTok. And the one video that I posted that I actually showed my house arrest monitor, because I would put socks over it or like a leg warmer or sweatpants or something. But this day I just didn't give a damn. I would think I was drunk or something. So I was in the house hanging out with my friends and made a red cup challenge. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's like you put a red cup on your head and then you're laying down on your back. You put a red cup on your head and then you got to get up with the red cup still bounced on your head. So I did that. The video the first couple of days didn't do nothing. It was just a regular TikTok video. Get like 4,000, 5,000 views. And then like 3-4 days later, it's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's in Chicago, it's in New York, it's in freaking Ohio, like viral. Then TikTok took it down. And then I posted it again because everyone kept looking for it. So I posted it again like 2 days later after it got taken down, went viral again. And then I appealed the other one. So now it's on my page twice because they put it back. Yeah, it's on like World Star, Shade Room. I can't think of the other outlets, major outlets that it's on. But yeah, that's kind of how I got like my TikTok fame. That one video. And then just being on house arrest publicly. And eventually with that case, we went to court and we settled it. And the charges that they tried to give me was like crazy, y'all. I ain't even gonna tell y'all. They was nuts. I didn't take any of those. I took the least severe charge. So I got off of house arrest before I got finished with my court proceedings though. I got off of house arrest within 47 days. I was supposed to be on house arrest for the whole time that I was fighting the case, but that was like 5-6 months. I'm so happy I wasn't on house arrest for 5-6 months. I got off house arrest right in time for summer. I'm like, yes, I can go outside. I can do this. I don't have to wear an ankle on it. But y'all, when I tell y'all, like, I was outside. I would go to the club. It was during COVID. So everything closed at 10 p.m. I had to be in the house by 10 p.m. So I never stay at anything for the last minute anyways. Leave like 45 minutes early. Now I'm home on time. Got some food on the way. House arrest wasn't that bad. Not telling y'all to go get on house arrest or nothing, but for me, my experience with house arrest wasn't terrible. I feel like the worst part was like feeling like a criminal. That would be the hardest part, especially when you know yourself and you know like your intent. Yeah. Oh, and before I beat that girl up, she was on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Well, not Instagram. She don't know my Instagram, but Snapchat, Facebook, my friends' Facebook, Snapchat, like begging me to beat her up. Like not to beat her up, but to fight her. But I'm just like, you are not going to win that fight. So why do you want to fight? Like, just, I tried to talk, y'all. I swear to God, I did. Because in 2019, I promised myself, the summer of 2019, I promised myself, like, I'm done putting my hands on people. I know what I'm capable of. I already know I want to fight. So I'm not even going to do it. So from summer 2019 to January 1st, 2020, I didn't put my hands on anybody. And after January 1st, 2020, I have not harmed anyone in any type of way. I promise I haven't done anything. I barely go outside as is. But I don't even argue with people. Like, I don't get into it with nobody. I don't go back and forth. I'm really not a violent person. And I just want y'all to know I'm not a violent person. Even though I'm smiling telling this story. I promise. I promise I really am a good person. It's just about my family and certain things. There is no limit. There's nothing that I wouldn't do. So, sorry if anybody's offended by this. I really don't give a fuck. Just Jada signing off.